round one. I couldn't even get it. I tried to do it.
Oh, we live! Hold on, let me make sure my tones is working. Hold on. That's why it wasn't. Alright, so since my dog here, hold on, we gotta figure out the headphone situation. What I may have it do is just play out. Yeah, let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me. We doing some different things around here. Hold on, let me So y'all witnessing some of the behind the scenes. So we wanted to show y'all. We got the new studio. Hold on.
Nobody's seen the studio.
Nah.
Oh, this is crazy.
These tissues out of here. I may need these though. But hold on. What? Yeah, I want to. Oh yeah, let me fix your. Let me zoom out on y'all.
Well, I feel like as long as you can hear me, I think we're good.
Yeah, to check your. But we may play some stuff. But if we play some stuff, I think it may.
Ooh, can you put it on speaker?
It don't even matter. I think I could put it on. I think I could put it on speaker. So I'm not tripping either way. I just want to make sure my dog good with a little bit of a zoom out.
Oh, this is dope.
Hold on. Bro, I told you, bro.
What we going on, D? Because last time we got into it, we had some.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. So we got to talk. We got it. You familiar with the Candace Owens situation?
I heard a little bit about it.
All right, so we get to Candace Owens, maybe a little RFK. First and foremost, would you like a beverage, brother?
You know what? As much as I would, it's Ramadan, so I'm I'm coming back.
That's exactly what it is.
There's gonna be a part 2 on the wind down. You know what I'm saying? Where I could actually drink the wine.
The wind down. Even if you look in the description, and that goes for everybody. Even if you look in the description, it still shows that it don't like it's. You can have some tea.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? You can have some water. You know what I mean? You can definitely grab that. That's a low key one. That's a sleeper, bro. You know I always got the sleepers, bro. I always got the sleepers. I don't like. There you go. How's that better? That's better.
I think that's better.
Back it up a little bit. Yeah, y'all can see my dog. Yo, come on, baby. Come on, we here.
You a little bit more in tune with this than me, so I gotta look at this one and I gotta look at you.
So you can kind of just free flow, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you thinking. Whatever you thinking. Let me just make sure
this is legitimate.
Bro, I want to show them the whole. If I can connect my phone, I'll show them the whole.
I'm telling you right now, if you had this down in the yams, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna double up.
I wouldn't even leave. I crash on the floor with the laptop.
We're gonna do all that too. Honestly, so this is So just so y'all know, we're building a studio. We're building a network. Like this is something that we're building into. We're locking in, and this is just the energy we're on. We're gonna carry it over to Miami. You know, we'll be over there with the same energy. Whether it's the wellness center, the restaurant. Shout out to Just, man. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Just playing with it. I need that.
Come on, baby.
Just being humble. I need that. You know what's crazy? I gotta collab with Just because I was just talking to my man on the way over here about an idea.
You got something?
I got some.
Just I'm sure he's hold on. Test your mic.
Test.
Yeah, my boy good.
Okay.
My boy good. Oh, it's because it's louder. Just okay. Yeah, it's all good. So what we got today? You asked me. So I want to start off, if it's cool with you.
Pop it off, bro.
Give a little word, some positive affirmations. And then, of course, finish it off with a good word. Or finish it off with something that I actually want to start with. That's the DoorDash. Hold on. Thank you. You can leave it there. Just some waters. Hold on. Let me grab those.
The fact that as society we've come to hold on, you can leave it there is crazy.
Appreciate it.
And they going too. They whole going, like leave it there, left it, gone.
All right, so I kind of, before we get into the affirmations, I did want to see if I could show that. Yo, this is, I don't even got to look at the computer no more. We got a screen now.
It's legitimate.
Let me see if I could show you. It won't.
Can you show them this one? I think you can show them this one. I don't know if that's going to be.
You know what? Y'all will see the after hours. We'll show them in the after hours.
That's another episode. That's another episode right there.
So if it's cool with you, I'm gonna start off with some affirmations that I had, and then there's this quote that I saw, this quote that I saw that I was gonna wait to the end, but I don't know. Depending on how these affirmations go, we may jump right into it. But after the affirmations, I want to ask you a couple questions about these Mega Millions. Of course, we'll get into a little bit of the relationship, nothing too crazy. The migrant crisis all over. I got a list of things to ask about the Diddy stuff. Now that more stuff has been presented. Yeah. See, we got to you got to watch it for these cats. Diddy, there's a 50, man. 50, we got to talk about Fifth, man. He got to I get it, but dang, bro, like dang.
We got to talk about Fifth.
And then Rabbi Shmuley. Have you seen this guy?
I haven't seen
Shmuley.
I feel like I heard that name. I've probably seen something about him, but I don't know the situation.
I definitely got to show you something on him. I'm gonna turn my mic down a little bit. And then we got a bunch of stuff. So when it comes to the affirmations, all right.
Let's get it.
Affirmations. So these are something that if y'all want to follow along, y'all can repeat after me. It's going to be awkward if Mir does it because he's right here.
Yeah, a little bit.
So y'all can feel free to do it at home. But just I am affirmations. You can say the ones that I'm saying, or you can make up your own. But we're just going to, maybe you can go through these ones at first, if you like them. If you agree with them, then you can repeat it. But I am affirmations are something that's super big for me. It's the ultimate power. That's me just letting the universe know exactly what I'm on, exactly what I'm about to do, exactly what I'm about to become, and expecting that energy and opportunities to come back my way. So I am purposeful. I am prosperous. I'm abundant. I'm courageous. I am loving. I am healthy. I am accountable. I am righteous. And I am the sum of the small decisions I make on a consistent basis. I am who I one day hope to be, in a position that I one day hope I'd be in, but with many more opportunities in front of me that will allow me to maximize my potential on my way to fulfilling my purpose and becoming the greatest version of myself. So one of the things, I was having a conversation with my homegirls, my neighbors upstairs, and we were talking about the whole I am. We were talking about just being accountable for certain things in our life. And the one thing, and we kind of like just share positive messages back and forth.
That's good. You need that.
Facts. And we had a Sunday dinner. And they're like, what we celebrating? I had some champagne. I was like, yeah, we celebrating the fact that, think about it. One day, years ago, or maybe months ago, we hope to be where we are right now.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when we're going through the process, we don't truly appreciate the small steps that we're taking in order to climb. We just kind of get to this goal. We've actually talked about this. You get to the goal and then it's like, just on to the next.
Yeah.
There's no appreciation along the journey. So sometimes, in my opinion, it's almost as if when we're celebrating it, we're inviting more of that positive energy in, more of that growth energy. So
for sure.
That's that's what I want to start off with. Was
it giving yourself the flowers? I think they call it, or
you gotta get flowers. If ain't nobody else gonna do it,
you gotta do it. That's for sure.
Nobody else gonna do it. We definitely got to give ourselves those flowers. We definitely do. Let me scroll over here just to keep that open.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, man, I'm amped, yo. So in case y'all don't know, Mir and I, we've been supposed to. This is something that we have been supposed to do for a long time, and something that we're going to continue doing. Like I said, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We are a fully functioning studio.
Yeah.
Like, holla at us if you want to shoot your pod here. You may be able to.
You already know I got a couple people in mind, but that list got to be tight. Honestly, that list got to be exclusive.
You see how we set it up.
So this is legit.
Even if you want to be in the background, if you don't want to be, you could be there. We got the little setup back here.
This is a setup. I'm not gonna
lie.
You can rent this out. I'm not, man.
Bro, we here. You want to know why? Because it was important. The lease is up in July here.
Oh, okay.
And probably gonna renew it. But I told myself, I said, yo, we gotta use this for more than what it is. You know what I mean? When I'm coming back and forth between
I
here
see
and
what you're
Miami,
saying.
it's just
Yeah.
kind of like
You're not really
man,
using it. You're in
let's
between.
use
Maybe watch it.
Let's
TV.
use it. Let's
Yeah.
really build this network. Let's have stuff slotted for let's say 4 days. I'm gonna be here, boom, boom, boom. Next 4 days, you could have stuff slotted.
Yep.
So
I like it.
There's a lot of information to give and a lot of people that we can bring on that can give our community some information. So what we starting with, man? Should we just start? Should we go right into the Diddy?
We just jump into it, bro. Just jump into it.
What you think about everything?
That whole situation.
What you think about everything,
man?
And for those that don't know, his house, both his homes got raided, correct?
Yes.
And his kids were
arrested also
in Miami. Or they were detained, or they were
detained.
They were just kind of put in handcuffs while they were searching it. One of the things that was weird, I heard. Hold on, let me look at this. Did TMZ get to go to Diddy's? Did TMZ
I don't think TMZ went in there.
Yo, I heard TMZ went into the home. It seems a little weird.
I was gonna say I don't think they went in there. Look it up, but because from what I was seeing and what everybody saw, if Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security is in your house, it's over. Wild. It's pretty serious. Like
that's pretty wild.
That's the only reason I don't think TMZ would have been in there. You know what I mean? Because you know, Homeland don't play. Those are the guys behind the scenes. Like I don't even mess with those guys in the tech world. Like you do not want to mess with those guys. Yeah, man.
And even with them, like they always say, like once those boys go and raid your crib, they already got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I hate to. Okay.
Oh,
we gotta play with 50. We gotta play the 50 joint. We gotta play the 50 joint. Hold on, but real quick, hold on. TMZ.
I would just Google it. Did TMZ go in the Diddy house?
Arrest. Oh nah, not the arrest.
Yeah, they didn't go.
So they didn't go into.
Nah, but they were on the scene for sure. Heartbeat.
That's why you gotta always.
You gotta double check.
People be saying stuff.
TMZ been saying stuff since the beginning, bro. Like they've been. Hoo-ha and this, that, like, so I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Hold on, Fat Joe.
But wait.
Hold on. It's an exclusive.
Fat Joe wasted 0 hours.
All right, so hold on. We got to figure out how we can.
It's a very sad situation Fat Joe talks about. This is crazy.
All right, so let me see if I can. I think we're going to be able to do it. Hold on.
Yeah, do your
Sony TV, right?
Oh yeah, Sony TV.
It'll through the TV.
It should.
Let's take it. Let's see what we got going on.
I don't know if that's just a speaker though.
All right, so that's not that.
Can you do like a share screen? I feel like we're on a Zoom call right now. Share your screen.
It is sharing. Hold on.
No, it's not sharing.
Is this it?
Nah, that's not it.
So shouldn't it play through this now?
Nah, well, it should be playing through the TV, but
all right. So worst
it's
case,
not.
You can do this. All right, worst case.
Try that. Hit the test speaker. See where the sound comes out.
Smart.
Start test.
But disconnected to here. Hold on.
All right, we might have to work on that. We might have to work on this.
That's all good. Hold on. We're gonna figure it out. Hold on. They with us. They giving us the.
Nah, that's for that. That's for the YouTube video.
Upgrade this.
You wanna? You gotta go back to the app. You gotta go back to Stream. Oh, there you go. Share right there at the bottom.
Where you see?
Add cam and then share. See if you right there, that arrow. There should be like a share screen. Boom.
Oh yeah, the screen. Yeah, I'm talking about just playing it though.
Well, it should play the sound. It should play the sound. Yeah. Also share. There we go.
Oh, did it say it on there?
Yeah, it said it on there.
All right. So you're telling me that we should be able to hear it through what now?
Where? I don't know.
All right. So this
test
is
it.
Mac,
Test it again. Test the speaker now. That's some MacBook.
Nah, it's still.
Switch it.
You know what?
That could work. Nah, switch it.
So it's all. We're gonna have to.
Oh, what was that?
Did you hear something?
I heard something.
Nah. Hold on, work with it. Hold on.
Go to the speaker. Yeah, switch the speaker. Go and scroll down to.
I feel like it should play right.
It should start test.
Is this up? Is the value? See if that remote real quick. Right there.
That could definitely.
All right, it's up. If not, we'll figure it out. We're just gonna have to rock out.
All right, try it again.
No, it's still not. It is what it is.
All right, next time. We'll lock it up. We'll not.
It is what it is.
Oh, we got a tech guy here.
Yo, I swear.
Okay, so it's on the stream. We can see it on the stream.
So
it should be playing. It should play it.
It's gonna play for them. Let us know if you hear this.
I just want to sit here and listen to this. It's hard to believe it's been 20 years since Fat Joe and the Terror Squad made us rock
that
the
he
smash
hopped on
hit
this so
Lean
quickly
Back.
is crazy.
Since then, he's become an entrepreneur with his own men's grooming line and is using his voice as well to
Actually,
fight for
I was
affordable
with you
healthcare
when we
across
saw
the
Star
country.
Island.
He's a busy man.
When we saw
the island, what was that, Star Island, whatever island? And how close all their houses were together, like you can't tell me.
April 2nd, star-studded night of music. We're gonna tickle Fat Joe.
We're gonna listen to this. Is an exclusive. We're gonna hear what Fat Joe got to say about this.
Do is tickle me, Rosanna. You look amazing.
You look amazing.
Come on now.
How much have you dropped?
Man, I was like 480 pounds at one time, like when Big Pun was alive. Yeah, so this was like years and years and years of understanding my body and what I can eat and what I can't.
So what are you doing differently?
You know, I just lay off the carbs. I eat defensively. I eat what I want to eat, but I eat defensively.
Yeah.
So you know, you wake up every morning. Hopefully, everyone goes and brush their teeth first thing in the morning. Yeah, that's what we teach our kids. That's the first thing I do. I don't care.
We want to get to
talk about.
I'm a native New Yorker. I gotta go gambling with you guys.
You gotta.
Yeah, this is what they do with these headlines.
This ain't it.
You know,
they tried it.
We have a better combo.
We tried it.
So we tried to show y'all.
Tried it.
So pretty much, where I'm at with Diddy, man. I'll keep it real. I don't like. I never was the greatest fan of Diddy, but I don't like the bully. Like I do feel like a little bit of bullying.
You think so?
Going on right now. I feel like I'm not like what 50's doing.
All right, tell me what 50's doing,
so 50 put up. All right, man, hold on.
Because I got my own opinion about 50.
I gotta show y'all this. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this. We gotta check. This is one thing that they will be able to see, bro. This is what 50 posted, and I get it. I'm over here wondering, like, 50, what did he really do to 50?
50 is hilarious.
Like, you could tell 50,
he did something.
He did something.
Because
50's petty like that.
50 is petty, 100% petty. But he's 100% doing it for the views as well at this point.
It's like, bro, it's like because it's beyond. Oh no!
I did see it.
Yo, when I tell you, I was crying.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe that's bad, even me laughing at it.
But I feel like.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Bro.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
The worst part was I could really see Diddy putting his tongue back to him.
I almost got it. Yeah, I almost got it. Almost. I was this close. Hey, I was going to get some
I could really see Diddy be like.
I see them coming. Man, I'm doing anything I can find. That's why I got on this. Hey, I ran so fast, I ran past my son when they was asleep. I said, somebody got to live to tell the story. Somebody got to live to tell the story. I told you that we don't stop. They can't catch us up.
50 is elite. 50 is elite.
Man, we gonna beat them.
Nah, he literally posted it.
Tell Carisha to call us. We can talk to him. TD, yeah, get them two girls right there. Tell them to come to our party later.
Alright, man, that's it, bro. Y'all stop making fun of my dog, man. Y'all stop making fun of my dog, man.
Oh, man.
I mean,
that was
honestly,
hilarious.
I'm not even really talking about the 50 bullying when I say bullying. This is what I feel like happened. I'm very confident that. Look at my home. LaShy in the building. What's good, Shy? Yo, I was crying when I saw that. There's a couple other ones. And notice, I'm noticing who's staying silent.
That's the bigger, I mean? That's the bigger thing.
Because it's like, maybe a bunch of us do. That's one of the questions that I had on my phone. Has music always been this? But we're just kind of like finding out about it.
I feel like it could have been, because even like us growing up, there's always been that unsaid connotation, or whatever you want to call word of mouth, like the weird stuff that be going on, man.
At the Diddy parties.
Yeah.
At the Diddy parties.
You know what I mean? And nobody had like evidence. Nobody had like concrete evidence. So for the longest time, it's just speculation. And I feel like that's what, I don't know if I don't want to say he was thriving off of that, but everybody is one of those, everybody knows something's going on, but nobody's seen it or actually was there. So it's just like, I wasn't there. I can't comment on that. You know what I mean?
And there's a difference between being like a freak weirdo or on some weird stuff, or some kinky stuff, whatever you. Because that's
I guarantee you, I might be wrong on this one, but I guarantee you, the rest of Hollywood, if they're not on it, what Diddy's on, they're on that. You know what I'm saying? It's there's very few like stand up people from what I've been told.
It's
But you heard word on the street? You heard a word on the street?
Nah.
Allegedly, word on the street. This ain't no proof. Ain't no proof to this whatsoever. And I think even 50 commented on this and said this was probably might be the case. He was like, I think they're gonna go for Hove next.
Yo, so Maya did tell me.
I think they're gonna go for Hove next.
Said,
it's been circling, bro. It's been circling.
That's why my boy been quiet. Well,
he always quiet. He always quiet though. I don't think he's wrapped up. And here's the weird thing. I don't think I don't know Hove from a hole in the wall. But at the same time, I feel, me personally, I don't think he's into this, because I've never heard nothing like this. But that man's a billionaire. You don't know what he's into at the end of the day. He don't know what he's into. He owns how many companies, how many employees, how many people. He don't know what he's into at the end of the day.
This is what I think is going on with Diddy. I think Diddy, I think that this is a political play. I really think it's a political play. We kind of talked about it last time.
I was going to say, map it out, because right now when you say political play, I'm like, you think Biden called them up like, yo, I ain't going to win the election, bro.
I do. But I don't think it was Biden. I think it was Barack. I think it was Barack and whoever's ahead of the Democratic Party. I think that Diddy's been getting out of trouble for years.
Oh, yeah.
And it's even when you hear the stuff that Cassie said, he moves like he knows he's going to get out of trouble.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's almost as if when Diddy jumped out, the vote or die, he was the first real black celebrity that was pushing, especially when it comes to the music industry and the entertainment industry. He's been silent this entire election.
Very true.
Like leading up to it. And I think what's happening is that a lot of people are leaning away from, take Charlemagne, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Charlemagne's take on Biden now is totally different.
Yeah.
His take
180.
His take on Trump, he probably wouldn't admit it on the show that like, yo, I'm
kind of,
you know what I mean? But I know that his take on Trump is different. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So the difference is, I don't think that whatever they have on Diddy, they may not have that on Charlemagne in certain ways. But actually, But when it comes to Diddy, when they ask you like, yo, we need you to, really get the black population. We need you to really start supporting. Keep in mind, they locked up Keefe D. As soon as they locked up Keefe D, I promise you, I went on one of the AM shows and I said, yo, this is about Diddy. This man's been talking about killing Pac for the last 3-4 years, running around on YouTube, on Vlad and everybody else that'll take an interview with him. Why did they arrest him out of nowhere? Why are there allegedly tapes being played in court?
All of a sudden,
they're talking about Diddy had some involvement or something like that.
All of a sudden, also, because how many years ago did Pac pass?
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all weren't interested in finding out any of this, even though you had somebody jumping on YouTube saying, yo, I did this. And that. Telling the whole story.
The whole story. So
for me, it's tough for me to not think that they asked him for a favor and Diddy finally got to a point where this is what sucks about it in my opinion. Diddy finally got to the point where he's no longer willing to compromise. You know what I mean?
Okay.
His soul or whatever else to push an agenda that he's not actually behind or that he doesn't think is good for his community, his followers, whoever he influences. So now he's telling them like, nah, I'm not supporting that. Nah, I'm not jumping out the window for that. Nah, I'm not pushing that political, agenda that y'all got going. Nah, y'all not going to force me. And they're like, oh yeah, you must have forgot. Now come get this spanking. And if you don't act up, we're going to keep spanking you until you get on board. I really think that's what's happening.
You think? Well, okay. So now I can see that play. I see the political play. I can also see, I'm going to spin it a little bit further.
Yeah, keep
if you don't mind.
Nah, please.
What's the one thing a president can offer the average citizen?
Oh, I see where you're going there.
Pardon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's Biden or Trump per se, but whoever, you know what I'm saying? Because Biden's, I don't think it's even Biden. I'm not gonna hold you. And the only reason I don't think that, Trump is the theatrical. He's the actor. He's all about the optics. You know what I mean? And if somebody is gonna make a call in the industry, it's gonna be him. I feel like now that you're saying it, I could see him backdooring it. Like, hey, take this, L for the short term. Yeah. Get a lot of publicity. Get all this, worked up. Be in the news. What is it? End of March. Stay in the news cycle until about summertime. Fight the case. Go to trial. Make it public. Something like that. Run away. That's gonna drag it for months. He's on a plane somewhere in another country. That's dragging it already. Then come election time, I'm just gonna boom, 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 pay for ads, boom, 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 boom. Give me a year in office, I'll pardon you on the low.
So he gotta wait. He's waiting to show his hand.
I think that might be
he doesn't know who. He doesn't want to throw his support behind.
I was gonna say because
he throws support behind Trump. Trump may not even be president.
Trump I think he's trying to see which horse to back.
Okay.
Because if he comes back, they're not gonna put him in Gen Pop. He's gonna go to Club Fed. He has enough resources. He has enough lawyers. He's going to Club Fed. Damn, if we're gonna call a spade a spade.
Diddy locked up. I can't see.
Diddy and on top of that, Diddy and Gen Pop is not gonna go well. I already know that. I could already see that. That's not gonna go well.
All right, hold on. Let me run a couple questions by you. So we kind of talked about the why now. One of the things, whenever stuff like this happens, I always ask myself, like, what is going on right now that they're distracting us with the Diddy situation? Like, you know what I mean? And I really wonder now, besides like obviously Israel, Palestine.
Yeah. I mean, take your pick, man.
And I think I was listening to something earlier about the whole Israel, Palestine. And I think it's almost as if it's crazy because I'm not really rocking with either party on it. Like, I'm really not, because I hear the Republicans and it's like they're competing to see who would destroy Hamas so much. And by Hamas, obviously, you got to kill Palestinians. So it's like, in my mind, y'all are competing so hard to win people's support that y'all are looking at those people like objects.
Yes.
I'm against, bro. I got to the point where I said it. I think I came to the understanding yesterday. I'm against all war, bro. I'm against war. Like, I'm against, it just not going to solve anything. And I used to be the eye for an eye. Like,
I remember.
Do something, I remember do something worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just realized, even if I think that that's the righteous way to go about things, it almost can't be the righteous way, because all it leads is to
more violence.
Yeah. Across the board. So if you justify violence,
but more violence,
then all it does is lead you to a mindset of, as soon as you think that that's right or that's wrong and it needs to be corrected, or that's right and it needs to be, then we're always going to be in a war situation.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
Like, and I don't like the Democrats because it seems like they're talking out both sides of their mouth like they always do. 100%. How you gonna you send in aid, you're sending weapons or whatever else to Israel, but then you sending aid to the Palestinians. It's like
and then it's just, and again, this is my opinion. You already know where I stand on this matter. It's just you can't have two differing opinions on the same matter, like the Russia-Ukraine thing and now the Palestine-Israel situation. It's two very similar situations, not, the geopolitics, everything, all that aside. But you can't have the same high level situation. This one's bad, but this one's okay.
Right.
Make it make sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it just comes down to, man, I've just been thinking about it. Like you were saying, we're one of the few countries. We're the powerhouse from the military-industrial complex.
Yeah.
We profit. We thrive, quote unquote, under war. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
we
terrible,
we spit out some badass dudes, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers. I love everybody that serve. I love them. Have nothing but the utmost respect because we spit out some bad dudes. You know what I mean? Like when you need boots on the ground in a situation, even other countries turn to us. Like we got the bad dudes. But with that being said, like we can't always be in a state of war. That just gets old. We've been at war since technically Vietnam? And I don't think
like it's always something.
I don't think
like
we've
said,
won a war. We haven't even won a war since Vietnam.
Yeah. It's a money play.
Yeah.
Individuals win wars. The country, I feel like, doesn't win. It's like even if you win, what do the actual people in the country get when you win a war?
I mean, it's been a while
you know
since
what I'm saying?
actual definitive
like
winner.
What do the actual citizens win? It's not like
at
we get a signing bonus.
Like in this day and age, nothing. The governments get to divvy up assets, resources, stuff like that. But the citizens
end up on boards of this company. That
split it up how they want to do. And then but yeah, the average Joe, nada.
All right, what I got? When it comes to when I asked earlier, I think I mentioned earlier with the women, with the music leading us to this path.
Oof.
Do we think that the music has always led us here, but we just ignored it when you got R. Kelly coming out with age ain't nothing but a number and marrying Aaliyah at like 16, 17? You've had a bunch of people in, and what 50 said, there's a lot of people in the industry
There's a lot
that when you look at it like, oh, well, she was only this age at this age, and she was messing with it. So maybe that's why people are starting to, I don't know. That's always a touchy one when it comes to age, but the music, I mean,
it's a close call. Like, has this always been in the music? I think is a question.
Like,
I think no.
Uh-huh.
For the purpose of culture and actual rap and hip hop,
right?
Even R&B.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Was there a little freaky element for sure?
Yeah.
There was some freaky R&B in the beginning. Woo! Yeah. That was a time.
What about? All right. So the couple of videos come to mind because Dame Dash always talks about big pimping. And he's like, yo, this is a violation. Like, he always feels so bad. Yo, when you look at that video, when you look at it, Dame, he always says, like, yo, I had to get away from that. Like, I had a daughter.
And
like, I'm gonna be
it makes you think,
like giving champagne showers. The big pimping video, and then tip drill. You know what I'm saying? When you watch those videos, first off, it's tough because I'm about to say something.
Say what you got.
All the ladies in those videos, there's got to be a bit of low self-esteem there, to say the least. If you letting yourself, you allowing yourself to just violate it in those ways.
I know some video vixens, but and
it's you could justify it and say, well, I'm getting paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm not. This statement right now is not judging that. Sure. What I'm saying is that when you have low self-esteem people who are more willing to compromise themselves in ways that they may not do if there wasn't money involved, if there wasn't fame involved, if there wasn't wanting to deal with these significant, powerful men, that type of thing involved, where that element right there is automatically going to lead to, on the other end, Diddy or anybody else feeling like they can get away with whatever they want. You know what I mean? Because you clearly, you allow them to violate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think that's them using the culture, if anything. Like, it didn't start out as that, but it morphed into that, changed it to that. Yeah. And I'm only saying that because what you're describing, you know what I mean? Like, you can put anybody in those situations and circumstances, and that's always going to happen.
And we see it.
You know what I mean? Like, any low self-esteem guy or girl, and you put them with a master manipulator and narcissist, they're going to take control every time. No questions asked.
Now, is it more likely to happen in a culture that promotes promiscuity, sex, naked women?
I mean, it's that much easier.
Yeah.
I feel like it's that much. But and then to your point also, like from earlier, right? Like, what are they hiding us from? Too. I'm sorry. What are they hiding from us? You know what I mean?
Throwing this Diddy stuff out there.
Yeah, but it's just also in that. But you know my views on this. I feel like the culture that was created has been changed by so many differing opinions from people and voices that aren't from the culture or even relate to the culture or have anything to do with the culture, that now it's become a industry, or at least the music has become just subpar. If I'm really gonna say, because now
exactly what it is.
Now you're talking about you're talking about, I don't want to say certain words. I know we live, and on YouTube, I want to say certain things, but you're talking about youths and activities and things like that, and then these older men worried about getting money to go show off to these girls and this and that, and then just the whole stigma and the way that society is now. Like you got girls going to get BBLs, you got guys over here trying to go to the club and buy 17 bottles. Like we're so focused on that. So back to your point, we're so focused on that. You're not looking at, it's an election year. I have not, outside of you and one other person, I have not had one person like how we used to back in the day. I feel like high school and even early college, people used to sit down and be like, these are candidates. Like, why are you voting for this person? Like, what's going on with this person? What are their beliefs, or what's on their agenda that you're gonna vote for? That's the reason.
There is none of that.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about Diddy. We talk about the Diddy scandal right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'll be real, even when you look at a lot of the news stations that we used to rely on to give us a lot of this information, it's almost like everybody's going down the same path of just, I don't know whether it's this election because it's just these two individuals, if people are just fed up, or, if you don't even want to have a conversation because as soon as you disagree with somebody, think about all the hot topics right now.
Oh, yeah.
Politics. Oh, you're a Democrat? I can't mess with you. You're a Republican? Literally, I've had intelligent people say that. Like, I've heard intelligent people say, like, oh, he's a Republican, so I can't
rock with him.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn.
What happened to the discourse? What happened to the educated debate? You know what I mean?
Like, why would that? So, whatever. But then you look at Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine, immigrants, any other issue that comes up. It's like, unless you're super on this side or super on that side, it's like you can't just have a balanced perspective and be objective and say like, I kind of think this over here in this, this regard, I agree with this, but I'm not really agreeing with that group in this. You know what I mean? We don't have that.
Yeah, and 100%. I can't even like rephrase that. There's 100%. We just don't have that in society anymore.
Yeah. Do you think we'll get back to where we can look at the news, trust what the news is telling us, as at least has the intent of just presenting truth without bias and convincing us? Do you think we'll get back to that?
I think there is a path to that, but it's the road less traveled. You know what I mean? I was reading a book. That's a start to a crazy sentence.
Reading a book. It's all in the books.
What's the dude? I think he's British. Simon. He's a great lecturer.
Jordan Peterson?
No, Jordan Peterson. He's more.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Glasses.
He coaches. Glasses. He coaches CEOs. He coaches leadership.
Yeah. Does a lot of conferences. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's very well read, very well informed. I actually bought a couple of his books. Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek, I believe is how you say his name.
Yeah.
Very, very well read. Reading a book, Leaders Eat Last. I was reading that book, and I'm picking up gems while reading the book. And he actually, this is crazy. This was maybe this weekend. I was doing some cleaning at the crib. He had a chapter on leaders in the telecommunication space and news media. And he was saying how now exactly what we're talking about. It went from just them presenting the facts and not taking a side,
right,
to now overly supporting and just openly saying one side.
Like, how was this allowed? You know what I'm saying?
So here's where at least he actually cited a couple of the legislation and some of the names, but I'm not gonna say no names because I don't know the implications of that.
And what's the name of the book? I'm gonna put it on for
Leaders Eat Last.
Leaders Eat Last.
Great book. But he was effectively saying the laws in the 80s that, you know, these, was it FCC and these media agencies that the government has set up, they had the laws that were to present the media to the consumer and let the consumer take an opinion on it. And there was a legislation law, something that you cannot, like, if you compliance with the federal government, you cannot present your opinion on the matter. You have to present, or if you're going to present one way, you have to present the other way also.
Right.
You have to present both ways.
Right.
But over time, what's happened is that these people have started governing the bodies that govern them. You know what I mean? Like a CEO from a TV station, it just doesn't logically make sense. But this stuff happens all the time. A TV, you know, station CEO or a news media CEO can't go to the federal government agency that's supposed to govern them and then govern there for what, 5-10 years. But you know, that happens all the time now. You know what I mean? And
hold on. So explain it. So you're talking about the governing. Explain it real quick.
So
I'll make sure.
The governing body of the government over, like, let's say news media, right?
Right. They're overseeing them. And they're the ones that are. If they're overseeing them, then obviously I'm going to oversee it in a way where it's more favorable
to the
for
consumers.
me, which is what they were doing with not TikTok, Facebook or Twitter. No, they got caught doing that with Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter, because Elon came out and said that 99% of the employees were donating to Democrats.
He aired it.
That's crazy. And then the people pretty much came out in Congress or something. I saw them where they were saying that, hey, we're told to delete certain messages that push this particular agenda or train of thought in favor of all the other stuff. It's insane.
Yeah. So once, from my understanding, reading the book, let's say CEO from, you know what, I ain't gonna say no name, TV station.
Baz G in the building. My fault, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Baz G in the building. We here. Wagwan. What's good, God?
Don't get me started.
Nah, go ahead. But go ahead. Yeah, finish my fault.
No, you're good. So the CEO from a company can't go to that government agency that's governing it that in the first place. That is a red flag in the first place. But they go there, wipe out the rules for like legislation on like what you can and can't do. Then the CEO goes back.
Damn.
And this has happened multiple times.
Damn.
And that's why now we have just media showing just one thing, one way. Yeah. So can it go back? I think it can. But we got to get some actual politicians in the government, man. We got to have people that don't want the corporations to run the government. You got to want the government to run the government.
Because it seems like the politicians they're leaning into it because it's easier for them. Like, I don't have to be about policy. Yeah. I just got to convince you why this guy's racist. I just got to convince you why this guy's got dementia, and we good.
We're good.
You know what I mean? And it's I don't know, when it comes to that, there's no checks and balances.
There's none, because I feel like we've come into a place where they're not governing. They're just worried about getting to the next term.
They're just worried about getting reelected.
That's it. So I'm not going to pass anything long term if I got to worry about my reelection in 2 years. We need to get reelected first.
That's all I'm going to focus on.
Then maybe we could focus on something. You know what I mean? And I feel like
you know how I think it may be able to go back. It's going to be with people doing exactly what we're doing. I think when people are eventually going to get tired of that type of news reporting. The news can keep doing that. You know who will probably not stop? Like, our parents are probably not going to stop watching the news. No. It's too much of an adjustment for them to go on YouTube, find different things. Even though, and that's what they say that a lot of people are worried about with TikTok. The reason why they want to ban TikTok and a lot of these and censor a lot of the social media platforms is because it shows, for example, Israel and Palestine. It shows war in ways that it hits home. They can't. We're seeing the news before it even hits the news station.
Oh yeah, that's I know for like 100% certain almost you can't say 100%. No, 99.99%. That the TikTok thing was about them controlling what we see.
Yeah,
because the company that and it wasn't about data privacy, all these things.
Yo, you know what else is wild about the TikTok? The Chinese TikTok is different than ours.
I believe
like
it.
They don't see the same.
I believe it. Yeah, but
I feel them.
But you know what's crazy? Me and you don't even see the same thing on TikTok.
You're right.
Everybody see
everybody.
The algo sees what you like, and it gives you the same thing of what you like. Like me and you, probably completely different For You pages or whatever.
But I think they're saying what in China, it's like they're censoring like America stuff.
Oh,
I think like they're censoring. I think a lot of countries are just when it comes to the westernized.
I can't
societies,
even hold them though.
Because it's moving too fast. It's like it's moving too fast. And you got to look at it from, if you're looking at, imagine somebody looking at America from the outside in where you're not from here, and you like, yo, like you go to the school system, you see drag queens, at the libraries or stuff. You see kids maybe meowing or something in the class. You know what I mean? And it's like, and this boy now told his teacher that his name is Jessica, and the teacher is calling him Jessica, and the parents say, no, call him John. His name's John. I don't know who Jessica is. Nah, we got to call him Jessica. Do you know that if you don't affirm, in California, there's some crazy law where Gavin Newsom, man, where it's something. So I gotta look. We'll look it up, but it's something where if you don't affirm your kid's gender, then that kid can pretty much, like, you lose rights or decisions or something like that over your kids, where your kids can eventually start taking hormone blockers, explore the surgeries and all that.
And I'm just gonna say, I have my own opinion on the matter. I got my own beliefs on what, all the whole nine. But at the end of the day, from at least my perspective, kids are too young to make that call. As adults, everybody make your own choice. Call it how you call it.
Do what you want to do, bro.
As a child, as a second grade, as a third grade, you don't even know your own body. How are you gonna sit here and tell other people about your body? You know what I'm saying?
The weirdest thing about that is, like, I'm not surprised that some kids think they're this or think they're that. The weirdest thing to me are the parents. Like, the parents really be going for this stuff or excited. Like, I'm excited my little boy acts like a little girl. Like, what? Like, shorty, what are you doing?
That you just buying into the propaganda, I feel like, at that point, as a parent.
Yeah. And those are but that's where our society has gotten to, a society of extremes. Extremes in every way. Like, I look at certain stuff where I'm just like, yo, this is the reason why RFK. I wanted to play a video on RFK. He just announced his VP. Okay. And so she's the ex-wife. Apparently, she's the one that put up the $4 million for him to have that commercial during Super Bowl. She's the ex-wife of one of the co-founders of Google.
You about to say? I was about to say. You about to
Hold
say
on.
Crazy.
I want to say it's Google. Hold on. RFK Jr. Vice President is ex-wife.
No, just take that.
Ex-wife of Google. I told you.
Jeez.
It says ex-wife of Google co-founder. So she got some bread.
Oh, she got a lot of bread.
She's an attorney.
And she's an attorney. She got a lot of bread.
Yeah. So, daughter of immigrants. So, he gonna play into that. Speaking of immigrants, hold on. There was a video. We gotta. Topic? Hold on, because I wanted to play that.
Oh, this guy.
But Ben Shapiro, bro. I ain't really feeling Ben right now. I'm not seeing eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? Well, what did I just say? We want a Chicago migrant. I think I already had a video saved, but let's check. They saying, pretty much, I'm not even gonna play the video because it got the, but pretty much it's the same story everywhere, and it's funny because I was watching that. Did you see the Joe Budden Candace Owens interview?
Joe Budden Candace Owens, no.
Yo, all right. So matter of fact, let's go this before the migrants. I'm gonna say something that I've been asking the question for about the last week. Now I'm confident. Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Candace Owens is the most important voice in America. Period. Candace Owens. You know what's about to happen? I'm gonna give you some time to think.
Mm-hmm.
Candace Owens, the only thing that was ever holding her back was her fragmented relationship with Black people.
Correct.
She was always pushed up and held as like the conservative Black woman who
For
wasn't scared to say anything but call out Black people.
100%.
Even though if you watch her show, she calls out everybody, which is why she's not with Daily Wire anymore
100%.
because she was
calling out everybody.
She'll speak about Israel and give her honest opinion. And that may not be liked if she, I know she was supporting Kanye before,
I think her opinion on the
100%,
conflict,
100%, because that's when Ben Shapiro, he called her behavior disgraceful in front of an audience, and it's like, bro, you could have reached out to your colleague.
You done this so many different ways.
Yeah, so that works for you in some ways because you're the co-founder, seen as the CEO. But think about it. Over the last month, she went on the Breakfast Club, she went on Joe Budden's, and there's been a lot of Black people, minorities overall, that have been opening their eyes up to just listen to her. Because most people just hated her. Like, I hate her. I dislike her. First off, she's only 34, bro.
She's not young.
She's 34. She's young. She's dynamic. She's intelligent. She's quick-witted. Like everything she has. Everything. And now she's getting ready to improve her relationship with the people that she never had an opportunity to do so with. And I think they're going to she's showing people that she's not scared to speak out on whatever. And she's going to be the type of person that gives you that tough love or that girl that you ain't think that you like or that dude like, I kind of like you, matter of fact, I want you on my team.
100%. I wouldn't be surprised if she made a run for something or she had her own show.
Vice president.
Fully.
Trump. If I was Trump, I'm going to get her right now. If I was RFK, I would have went and grabbed her. But she's more like a Trump guy. So
she gotta, and then also she has to still mend not that it needs to be mended, but those relationships still need to be forged publicly.
Right.
And I will say, I don't know if this is gonna come out wrong, so I apologize. But you know what I'm saying? But if she has, I'll be politically correct. If Candace can publicly get the backing of the minority community overall, all the minorities,
right?
You can't stop her, and that's what they're afraid of,
bro.
That's what the machine is afraid of, because she was saying whatever she wanted, doing whatever, not really doing whatever she wanted, but she was running her mouth. Nobody could stop her.
So Vivek and her are friends. Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh yeah, Vivek. That's
another sharp dude.
Sharp.
I tell you what, Vivek was probably. Hold on.
But he was,
hold on. What is Bez talking about?
I still believe.
He said
he propped himself up.
Look what Bez wrote. Saw 2 buses full of migrants near Austin today.
Bez is crazy.
She was in my dream last night. Bez like, nah, you can't have Candace, brother.
Is she pregnant right now?
Yeah.
Don't she got a baby on the way?
Yeah, but she,
Otherwise, I'm sorry.
We talking.
I got dibs.
We talking.
I got dibs.
Yo, that's the thing. Like, Candace, and it's to the point where I feel like she's definitely styling herself differently.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell, like, the clothes she's wearing, her hair. She
has a goal in mind. She's moving away. But I'll tell you what, though, if she had a sister, 100%.
Candace Owens, Cat's feeling like, Candace.
What?
And this is gonna sound crazy. I'm just gonna say it at first. And she'll make you a sandwich.
Facts.
She'll make you a sandwich.
No doubt in my mind. Like,
and I'm only saying it because that came up. Like there were people teasing her about the fact that she was saying there was a back and forth, go make your husband a sandwich. She said, yeah, like I make my husband sandwiches. Like,
what's crazy?
I'm like,
same dudes making fun of her. Gonna go home and ask her wife for a sandwich, and they just not get the sandwich.
Ain't making no
sandwich. You gotta go to Chick-fil-A, my dude. Subway, Blimpies.
Yeah, so that's just kind of what I'm thinking about Candace. It was interesting that, and I think the Daily Wire, so that's the company that she was with.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro and them. And I think it's interesting that they fight for no censorship. They fight against censorship, but
they fight against censorship publicly, but privately we're one of the most censored countries.
No, I'm saying Daily Wire.
Oh, I was just talking about
the US.
I'm talking about
no, not the US. So Daily Wire, like Ben Shapiro and his team, they fight against. That's why they like Elon taking over X and all that. They're on that side. But then when you fire somebody or part ways with somebody
for not
because they're just saying what they feel, it looks a little bad. It looks a little bad.
It looks like what it is. Censorship.
And then hold on, I'm gonna Matter of fact, I wanted to show you. So the guy that Candace Owens been going back and forth with, the guy Rabbi Shmuley, whatever his name is.
That name is crazy.
He had a where is it? Hold on.
Who is Candace Owens married to now? Now I want to know who she making sandwiches for.
She got
like
I'm not gonna front, man. When I found out she was 34, not even because of that, but I was just like
me and her barely we like the same age.
And she doing, I don't know, she doing her thing.
She do 100% doing her thing.
Yeah, she doing her thing. Let me show you.
Imagine walking home to that and she make you a sandwich and tell you the politics of the world. Bro, that's like the best of everything.
Candace, my bro said, do you got a sister or somebody?
A cousin,
you feel me?
Anything. Like
very rare breed. Rare breed. So you won't be able to hear it, but matter of fact, I'll play it loud here. So pretty much, this is the rabbi that Candace Owens. No.
I'm not. You can ask why you don't want to say anything.
Again, you can ask.
Let's go back a little bit. This was Pierce asking.
High profile one at the moment with Candace Owens, who's now left Daily Wire. Was she fired or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic, Pierce.
At all?
At all.
You can't give me any insight into why she departed?
No hints, no nothing. I'm not going to speak to this.
Can I ask why?
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not. You can ask why you don't want to say anything.
You gotta be a smart ass.
Again, you can ask.
I'm only curious because I know what a staunch defender of free speech you are, and it would surprise me if it had been someone's opinions that would make you want to part company with them. However contentious.
I mean, suffice it to say, the only thing I will say is what I've said all along with regard to Candace or with regard to any of our other hosts. I am not in hiring and firing position with the Daily Wire. I'm a co-founder of the Daily Wire. I'm a co-owner of the Daily Wire. I'm not actually in management. Jeremy Boring and Caleb Robinson are in management positions with regard to Candace or anyone else. And as far as the free speech situation, what I will say is that no company has the obligation to literally pay.
If I'm co-founder of something, I'm gonna have some pull.
But that's the thing. He probably not involved in.
I've never called for Candace or anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube, to be banned from X, to be banned from any platform. That's a different story. Obviously, when it comes to any publisher gets to make decisions about what it wishes to purvey and not.
Offensively, that the reason for her departure was because her comments had been perceived by people at the Daily Wire as anti-Semitic.
Again, I'm not going to comment on this, Pierce.
Which is crazy because I heard her side of the conversation.
Rabbi Shmuley, would you comment on him? Because Jeremy has actually commented on Rabbi Shmuley. He said, I've avoided commenting publicly on Rabbi Shmuley because as far as I can tell, the man is an attention whore of the highest order. Is that the general position of the company on Mr. Shmuley?
I mean, that's my personal position for sure. I mean, I think that, Rabbi Shmuley happens to be a person with whom.
So this is the rabbi that Candace Owens goes back and forth with. His daughter sells like sex toys, but he's a rabbi. And she always calls him unholy rabbi. And this dude is like, he's an example of like, when I see him first glance, I'm like, yo, this is the reason why people like this are the reason why people don't like groups of people. Like when you have a person like that, that, you know what I mean? And which I do give them credit for speaking out against him, because rather than them just siding with somebody who's a rabbi, he kept it real. He just said, yo, dude is out of pocket pretty much. But it's see how this dude dressed up.
I agree on some matters related to, say, Middle East policy. And I also believe that his devotion to camera and notoriety have made him do some untethered things in recent days.
I mean, there's a clip, I'm just going to play it, and you can comment or otherwise, but it was extraordinary to me. We've had him on this show a few times, but I found this really quite extraordinary. Let's take a look.
Purim is a day of celebration. We feel bad for Candace Owens that she lost her job, so I figure with her image of what Jews are supposed to look like, why not at least validate her? I am dressed up as a Candace Owens Jew. Now, this is not a Christian child, this is a Jewish child, but if it would be, I got my Christian blood. Spicy, delicious. I got my Jewish nose. I have filth, because Jews are all filth. And more than anything else, what does 80 have? Money!
I mean, what is your reaction to that clip?
I mean, the phrase in Hebrew is that's what we would call a chilul Hashem, right? It's a desecration of God's name, and that sort of behavior is disgusting in any context. Frankly, I don't know an Orthodox Jew who feels differently about that. Not one.
Do you think he should be given airtime anymore, Rabbi Shmuley?
I mean, I'm not going to make decisions about who should air him and who should not.
All right, I got a question for you. I like the fact that he's calling out the guy. Mm-hmm. But I just thought about this as I was watching it. Mm-hmm. I can't help but sit there and say, like, okay, he's calling out this man for pretty much dressing.
Oh, I heard that. Oh,
hold on. For dressing. Oh, that's why.
Too close to it.
For dressing up like a stereotypical. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He's calling it out. When going back to the Diddy situation,
yeah.
When we said, does the music, does the culture, does it call for it? Where the majority of Jewish people, I don't think, would look like that. You don't know,
100%.
But when it comes to, let's say, hip hop, black stereotypes, cats pretty much living them joints out. Whether it's the BBLs,
yeah.
Whether it's the over sexualized clothing that we're wearing.
Yeah, nah, but that again, we had this conversation too, where this could take a left, but I'll let you ask the question.
Yeah, but that's pretty. Matter of fact, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. But go ahead.
No,
yeah,
I was just gonna say because we had this conversation where it's.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just the lack of resources for certain communities and. The lack of education. I won't even say lack of resources. It's a lack of education.
Okay.
Because I guarantee that rabbi has been educated and he knows better. He's doing that to get a buzz. He's doing it. He knows what he's doing. There's certain
he knows better.
It's media terminology too. Buzzwords. He's saying action, attention grabbers. Like that was all staged. Mm-hmm. There's a team behind him that wear this color, it's gonna pop on the camera. Wear this. The money shirt because it's going to attract a certain.
Right.
There's a whole team behind him on that. Right. But he knows better and he should obviously do better. But to answer your question very quickly, if a culture or society or even a generation, I'm going to say a generation, doesn't know better, they can't do better.
Yeah.
So if you, man, even growing up, like all we saw on TV was Diddy and Dame and Fat Joe
and what they were doing.
And if you don't know better, you can't do better.
Yeah.
That's
a good point. And we're looking up to people that we probably like. They're able to separate the entertainment from the reality.
They're able to because they live in a different reality.
Yeah, because they live in a different reality, and even if they they live in a different physical reality and a different mental reality
100%.
Because of that education that you talked about. Yeah.
You ask him, I'm gonna give it to you. You ask, I'm gonna tell it.
All right, I got a couple. Matter of fact, I got a couple. I wanted to share this dope post that my boy put up. Hold on, let me see if I got it saved.
I still see you got 50. Matter of fact, I got some beef with 50, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you said something earlier.
I got some beef with 50. Why did you cancel Ghost book? Was the next season book 3, book 4, whatever next season?
I haven't
Why? I needed that, man.
He canceled. What happened?
So he canceled Ghost, the spinoff. I think it's like season 3 or season 4 that's supposed to come out after this one. So they have one season they're about to do. Then the one after they canceled it. Like the show is done after that.
Wow.
But mind you, Power has like 7-8 seasons.
Yeah,
and he has 4 other spinoffs.
Yeah.
And he has BMF. And now they're trying to do another spinoff. I'm like, you just come on. You had Method Man, Mary J. Blige. Like, come on, you had cats in that show. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely took a couple of fits from that show too.
Nah, they had
bro hop out the G-Wagon with the Micah. Yo, I went and got the Micah Mary hoodie that week. That week, I called my connect like, yo, you seen Power this week?
I need that one.
What hoodie did he have on?
Yeah.
Send me that hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. She came back in an hour. She was like, "Is this the one?" I was like,
I had you ready.
What? I was like, yo, you give me some pants to wear with that too?
And power. So 50 don't be missing, man.
50 is a genius.
50, he really is.
Like, as soon as he got out of rap, and not to say he couldn't rap, because he can still rap. As soon as he started making business moves, he's been unstoppable. From the vitamin water moved all the way till now. And now he's suing the liquor company. I don't know if you heard about that.
Effing?
No, I think there was something about I gotta read the article again. Something about the brand that owns Jim Beam. And
really? What are you suing them for?
Embezzlement or something like that, fraud, something like that. Like they were supposed to do something. They were like using his name to big up their brand, something like that. And they didn't cut him a piece.
Ooh, you can't do that with 50.
50, go on his page. If you go back on his page, like 2 posts down, it's right there.
Hold on.
Oh, it's very public right now. He's running it up too. Give me my money by Monday.
Yeah, you know. At least he got the same energy. Have the same energy to everybody.
That's one thing 50 gonna do.
He gonna have the same.
That check from them, immaculate.
Yeah, 50 definitely. He not gonna let up either.
No, definitely not.
He's not gonna let up. And even if you're a company, if you don't treat him right, he's gonna make it public.
What?
Cats, whatever liquor you got.
All right. So just keep scrolling down a little bit. A little bit more.
Dang, man, my boy. Oh, that's what you was talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
With the whole, bro. You thought
Hold
I
up.
was joking.
Nah. What did he write?
That's crazy. What does he know? I need to know what he knows. It's crazy.
Yo. I gotta see some of these.
And the comments.
Look at Vaughn. When you look again. Hey, yo. When you see all your people, I was not expecting that. When you see all your people, look at Zoom. Yo, that's funny.
Bro. Oh, wait, so go back. So click out of that. Keep going down. All right. Keep going.
Oh, let me make sure I'm sharing it. So they can see it. All right.
Yeah, you gotta let me know. Down. Like this is before. So this is when they canceled the power.
Yeah, I heard this. What was this weird shit going on?
I don't know. They put Dr. J on was it Hollywood?
Jimmy Kimmel or something? No, I'm talking about the Jimmy Kimmel. Okay,
it's coming up here. There you go, right there. That one right there.
American Greed?
Nope, right next. Oh, well, right there. Beams. Was it
Beam Sun Story agrees to pay over $19 million.
I didn't even know they came up with the number.
Wait, what? Jim Beam official has been doing shady business. When you see the TV show around this, it will blow you.
20 mil. 20 mil.
So that's going to 50?
I don't know. I'm assuming most of it's going to 50.
Files embezzlement lawsuit against liquor partner Beam Suntory. I'm not the guy to steal from. They will learn fast. Y'all don't pick fights, but I fight every battle I find in front of me.
This guy's against brands now.
Yo, 50 said, what'd he say? I don't want trouble. He said, I don't start trouble.
Oh yeah, he said, I don't want to fight.
But
I don't want problems.
Yeah.
But then when they ask me, I say no problem.
No problem. Yeah, like I say no problem. Yo, 50.
And they assume I want a problem.
50.
He got it, yo.
He did. So this is the one I wanted to show you. Hold on. First off, we got some health advice for y'all. Coming from Too Short. Ladies, please don't take offense to the language. But apparently there's some takeaways that we can have here. My takeaway is, fellas, you got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself as well. You put your woman first. That's up to you. But make sure you got a little gas in your tank. Too Short, looking real good. Like I'm just looking young, looking fresh. Jaheim looking real. It looked like the blood got drained from his body. I don't know what to take from that, but I know Too Short still looking, young, 54 years old, and Jaheim, he got to be older than that, right?
He got to be older than that.
Yeah, he got to be older than that. Dang, bro.
I ain't gonna
hold up. Is something wrong? Matter of fact, honestly, I wouldn't even say it looked like he got some mental stuff going on.
It looked like he got a little bit going
Yeah,
on.
matter of fact, if I didn't realize that, then I probably wouldn't even.
Not gonna lie, when I put my exes first, that's what I look like too.
Yo, everybody. Yo, all right. So, is this something that you do? Somebody told me in the gym the other day. They were like, yo, they were talking about their homeboy.
You get the
or
best
no, he was talking about him. And he was saying how when he broke up with his girl, that's when he decided to get fit or something like that. Or I don't know.
About right.
Yeah, I'm about to say, right. Yeah, because depending on that, yo, fellas, if you get into it with your lady, and if y'all do break up, be the one to hit the gym. One of y'all gonna hit the gym.
One of them. Always.
Don't let her start posting the workout pics first, bro. Make sure you the first one posting them.
100% go.
You feel me?
It's gonna hurt. But
better post a workout picture ASAP.
Let them go through it's gonna hurt saying it. Let them get ran through a little bit. I'm sorry, the single phase, the whole phase, let them do it. But you start posting that gym, let me tell you, you post that gym first, you get in that gym first, they spinning the block because it doesn't miss.
That's my homie Ken. Speaking of the gym, yeah, I just reposted my dog. Yeah, hitting that gym, and he's got a healthy marriage.
Bro,
you feel me?
Remember when we were at during the pandemic, we was at the gym.
Yeah,
outside.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that.
You remember? I 100% missed that. But you know, every single one of my tanks spun the block. I was getting views on comments, on DMs.
That's how I go. Yeah,
bro. We were what were we doing? We were flipping 100. What was it? 200-pound tires.
The tires.
We were flipping 200-pound tires.
Come flip me.
Yeah, come flip me. Like, hit me with the future. I know it's a bad time, but you know, speaking of flipping, like we used to flip a lot. Like, whoa. I mean, I might have fell into one or two of them, but
yeah, you gonna fall. They
know
what they doing. They know what they doing.
But fellas, stay in the gym. Go to the gym.
Go to the gym, man. Fall in love with it because. All right, so this is even something they were talking about from I don't know what they were looking at, but they were talking about habits. I don't know. They're talking about addictions. Where, matter of fact, I was reading in a book. They were talking about how they were talking about how if you want to change a habit, you have to replace it with something else. Like that's the best way to fill that void with something else. So where it's like, okay, if you're no longer doing this, I'm going to do this. When I feel the urge to do this, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. So this is kind of like that same situation where it's like, you're going to have some idle time, fellas. Use it to work out. Replace all of that emotional energy, anger, whatever it may be. Hit some weights, get back in shape. It's going to be a win-win. I mean, she got to, even if you want to get back with her, she needs to know like, yo, I'm improving. So like where you left me, I'm only getting better. Like it's only up from here.
You're not in that same space anymore. Now you're taking the time and energy you put into the relationship. Now you're putting that into the gym and yourself. You see improvements drastically. And of course, we don't want to come back. We don't want to come back at that point.
So bro said, I'm trying to get on your level one day, bro. All right, hold up.
First of all,
are you for real?
I moved because that's how I feel every time I talk to you.
Are you for real?
Very related.
That's the energy we on?
Oh yeah.
You gonna move to Miami?
I already told you.
You with it?
I'm with it.
Like forever. I just had to get you on camera. I guarantee you, bro. Yo, no. Mark my words. On all jokes aside. By next year, this time, we'll be down in Miami building businesses. Not even too busy running around building to even count up. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got counters. Y'all count up. We're just building. Like, that's going to be the energy we on.
Oh, yeah.
Building businesses, the wellness center, and most importantly, just building our temple. Because just being down there, us around fitness, incorporating a healthier lifestyle into our lifestyle, bro, it's going to do wonders for all of us.
For sure. And we talked about this every time I go down there. It's a different vibe down there. It's a different vibe, different energy.
It's different.
Man, the water is different. The people different. Like, I don't know what it is.
You see, I don't see how people can be around Miami and not be motivated. Like,
I think
I don't know.
I think people see different things, right?
You're right.
Regionally,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Damn, that's a good point. Yeah, because people also like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't have the same accessibility, right? So
Yeah.
I'll just say I've been blessed to be able to travel, be able to go different places.
You've
been blessed, right? So New York is a hustle city. New York is hustle, not even 9 to 5, 24/7. If you in New York, you're getting burnt out, you're getting work, and you're gonna have good food, there's good vibes, good clubs, all of that. But New York is a hustle city. Stock market's here,
rat race,
9 a.m. boom, 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 boom. LA, I feel like it's a little bit more laid back. It's a little bit more artsy fartsy, if you will. You know what I mean? You're going out there, you're doing movies, doing production, stuff like that. And I feel like Miami is where you get that refocus, you recharge. You know what I'm saying? And if you can really tap into the energy, you're hustling down there too.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because they're calling that the next quote unquote mecca of finance.
I'm telling you.
Because between there and Puerto Rico during the pandemic, a lot of cats moved from New York.
All the money down there. All those high rises that they're building that nobody's in.
Nobody's in.
They're just they're just putting their money there. They know that the value is gonna go up. You could write it off as an expense.
100%.
So now it's like I'm buying this condo unit that costs $1, $2, $3 million. Now I can hide $3 million here, have a spot here. Now my money just stays. I don't even need to have anybody in the apartment. It's just gonna grow.
Which is crazy because a lot of people overseas know this play. People over here don't even know this.
Right.
Like buying an apartment down in Miami or even the high rise in New York. Nobody's living there. I come there once a month. Okay, do some business. It's a whole write-off. Yeah. It's a whole write-off for the whole year.
Yeah.
And they just rent it out or they just whatever for the whole year.
And especially as things become more and more remote, or as we can do jobs outside of the office.
Which is why they hate remote work. They hate it because you can do more. From as like a boss, I see it objectively.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But as an employee and trying to become a boss, you're not finna time me down.
It's like, yo, I'm out. Like, I'm out, man. I'm even. It's to the point where people are just appreciating. People are beginning to appreciate, I think, different things. Like when we talk about like moving off grid and stuff like that, just being by water, just being in a nice environment. Like a lot of times we're so accustomed to waking up half the year with it being gray like it was today that we're just used to it. I'm over here like,
accustomed to
why am I here?
Yeah.
Like I'm really like, why am I here? Like,
and just being
you know what I mean?
Normal with that. Like, oh, it's just another day.
This is they were doing a study with even like something as simple as the vitamin D, where they say that gets every day that we're vitamin D deficient. It's just causing different issues within us.
I believe it.
And
I believe it.
Yeah, like just out there, you're healthier. You got the sun, you got the greatest source of energy beaming down on you.
Yeah. And I feel like I think we had talked about this down there too. You know what I mean? Just being trapped in a gray cubicle, metaphorically, and for some people not metaphorically.
Yeah.
That life is bigger than that.
Yeah.
And when you go to places like Miami, when you go to Puerto Rico, different places with those climates, or even just out of your gray sphere of influence, you realize you're not made to work 24/7. Like you're not made to just be in a cubicle and just hustle, look behind a computer screen all day.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
And I think I could be wrong, but I read a couple medical studies. Even I'm not saying it cures cancer or nothing, but like the aches, the pains. You remember when we went down to Miami?
That's a fact, bro.
When we were in that water on the beach, all the, a little shaky from the caffeine and everything that I have, the aches from sitting in the chair. Yeah, I get down there, I'm good. My body's right, my mind is right within 48 hours.
Yeah, you're grounded to the point where we were talking about it. We shared a video the other day where it was focused on the fact that look at any city, look at any rat race. So now you got people on top of each other, people that are only touching cement, not even touching grass. They built sneakers, so that's why you see me. I'm toes out from now on. I'm toes out, bro. I don't say bro. For real,
I think
because
I saw you in a clip on IG.
Yeah, bro, feet out, bro. If I'm at the crib, my feet are out, bro.
I have to talk to you about that,
bro. Facts, and it's when you're out there, grounded. Like we appreciate the energy that comes from the sun, but what about the energy that comes from the ground? Like they look up when they look at the earth. Electrons, like there's things that are happening under there. So when we're putting our feet, when we're putting our feet in the ground, it's like recentering us. It's really grounding us. So it does heal certain things, and it's not a secret. It's not a secret.
It's not.
That's why it was so weird when with 2020. I'm like, yo, they telling us to stay in the house. They telling us they making it seem like people scared to open their damn window. It's like, no, open the window, go outside, go to the park. I remember going to the park here and they told me to leave.
Bro, you remember during the pandemic, and this is probably the worst thing to say, but we were in the gym. We were not, I want to say outside, but we were breathing fresh air. We were eating healthy. I remember we were chilling. You got me eating healthy, no processed food.
Yeah, we were.
And it was a great time. It was a great time to the spots that we were able to go to. I never had it once. Not gonna. I never had it once.
I never tested. I never tested for it. I tested, but never tested.
But I would even nights where we would go grab a drink or something or bev. I would go get the test the next day so I could see my niece and
just
nephew,
to make sure,
family and stuff like that. Never once came positive.
Me neither.
And people that were inside following this, going to the grocery store, triple masked up. Not saying that you shouldn't have gone triple masked up because people did.
People scared. At that point, you don't know.
People did pass away. But staying inside, not eating healthy, eating whatever, and it was crazy. Looking back, you only ate what was on the Uber Eats app. You only ate whoever was delivering.
So now you're eating more unhealthy than you were before. It's harder for food to come in.
Yeah.
So it's
because you remember the supermarkets back then.
You know,
it was, bro. I think I put somebody at one of the like they were like coughing too much.
Yeah.
Back them up. Like
it's and it's one of those things where, to me, it just highlighted how ignorant we were and naive we all were when it came to the food. Whereas we didn't realize I should say not the foods, the herbs. We didn't realize certain natural remedies. We didn't look into these things. We were sitting back pretty much waiting on them to come out with something that we could take so they could put it on vitamin C. I never heard anybody go on TV and say like, yo, make sure you get, we're going to increase the normal dosage from vitamin C. We recommend, if they would have just recommended vitamin C, vitamin D, going outside, getting fresh air, doing something athletic, eating healthy, maybe avoiding some of the dairy, cause the inflammation, certain stuff like that, and having a positive mindset, I guarantee you that would have saved, I'm gonna throw it out there, millions of lives, a large amount of lives.
I think it would have done something because what we had was madness. Like anything would have been. Again, it was a crazy time in the world. It was unprecedented, but anything would have been better than that.
What we finishing up with?
I know you got some questions. I know you got more.
What we finishing up with? Sure, we went with Diddy. Did we talk about the migrant crisis? I guess no, we didn't really talk about the.
Kind of touched on.
So we'll touch on the migrant crisis and then the Mega Millions with the lottery. I want to first of all, let's do the Mega Millions. What you think about that? Like, matter of fact, that's wrong for me to ask you that. I should say what I think about it first because obviously I can't. This is my thoughts. It just highlights. It highlights how we view the world in a lot of ways. And what do I mean by that? I don't want to win the lottery, bro.
I wouldn't either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want, like, it's like,
yeah.
And I really, you know what's so wild? Because I feel like it would steal my joy from actually doing what we're about to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 100%. It would also make us more comfortable. It's like, we're going to take this 100 mil, but we're going to run it up to a bill. It's like, even that wouldn't feel, you know what I mean? It's like,
not, I won't say fulfilling, but as like, we did this.
Fulfilling. Yeah, for real. It's how people try to clown down Trump.
Don't get me wrong. If God sees fit,
we gonna get it.
When I'm walking down the sidewalk tomorrow to put 800 million in a duffel bag or a couple duffel bags, I'm gonna pick it up.
You want to know why you're gonna pick it up? Because you would, as soon as you pick it up, you would be thinking about
what I'm gonna do with it
and 100%. Who you gonna give it to and how it's gonna help a bunch of different lives.
That's what I'm saying. If it falls into my lap, I'm gonna figure out what to do with it. But am I gonna go out of my way for you dangling the carrot in my face? Probably not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, I'm just so, like, I just realized, I don't know, maybe I'm just in a place where I'm just realizing more and more how amazing the journey
you fell in love
is
with the
more
process.
than it's like the process.
You re-fell in love with the process.
Like, because it's really like I told my mom the other day, I said, Mom, I'm going back to all my young boys. Like Daniel, Colin, like all the young ones, Nas, who is like, yo, I feel like I almost let them down in a lot of ways because I wasn't in a position. Like, I feel like 3-4 years ago, I had more of a mindset where I remember going during the pandemic with Nas and Urel, and we drove to Tulsa.
I remember.
And we were making plans like, yo, if y'all stay out here, we'll get an apartment. We'll come back here and make some money. Like, we were going to do some business out there. And it didn't pan out the way that any of us expected. Yeah,
it didn't work out.
And I was kind of sitting there. I'm like, damn, like, I had a couple of my young boys ready to move out to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I just I couldn't control the opportunity. So therefore I couldn't, I felt almost helpless, but now we got the opportunity
I was about to say,
to go down to Miami.
Circle back.
We already got a team that will run through a wall with us, not for us, with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I told Just the other day, I was talking about you and I was talking about Garrett in particular.
Okay.
And Ursi, my dog. I don't know if you met Ursi.
I don't know about Ursi.
And does all the video. He does all the video. Ursi's the one who's responsible for this whole setup.
Oh,
bro, let me tell you about my dog Ursi. My dog Ursi called me yesterday and was like, and we were talking about the studio, and he said, yo, I'll be there tomorrow. He came here today, first thing.
Yeah.
We were working from like 9-something to 4 or 5, just putting all this together. Going to Best Buy, putting up all this money, and I'm like, all these lights, all this stuff. I'm like, so he's like, yo, I'll come back tomorrow just to make sure that everything's set up. You know, we still got a couple more things. And I just told Just, I'm like, yo, if we don't win, then we don't deserve to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't, it's like, how can we have everything that we need to succeed.
Yeah.
We can raise money. We can do all this stuff. We can do this. We can have the sales. We got the tech. We got the videographer. We got everything. So it's like, if you lose, then it's kind of like you kind of deserve. Like, you deserve to lose. Like,
yeah, I thought, was it Eric Thomas? One of his pump speeches. He was like, "Yo, you ain't never gonna outwork me." He was like, "If I lose, it better just be to somebody you just purely talented. You just that much better." Like, but he was like, "I'll never lose to myself." He was like, if I lose to myself, I'm pack it up. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
He was like, you will never outwork me. He was like, that person better just purely be better.
Yeah.
Like, and that drives me, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. That's and now imagine 2 of those people.
Yeah.
Now 3 of those people. Now 3 of those people each got 3 young people that's ready to. Hey, I'm ready to outwork yo. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, I need the next Goodfellas, bro. When's the next one? Because
for real.
I already had some cats.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about for the next one. Shoot, we'll talk about it right here.
Can we do the next one in Miami for my born?
So why don't we do the next one here before then, and then do the next one there? When were you trying to? Because Miami, Bez was trying to go down. I know you were talking about the 19th. He was talking about the 14th through the 17th.
I'll be working.
So you'll be all right. So we'll figure it out.
Bez, come on the 19th to the 20th.
We'll figure it out.
That next weekend. Come the next weekend, bro.
We'll figure it out because I would love to do something like that out there. But even beforehand, I was talking to Jess about just doing something where we go for like a hike. You know, go to the woods, do like some dope stuff, like almost like a wellness, kind of like a men's wellness day.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Know what I mean?
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about just plain and simple. All of us going to Topgolf, running the joint for like.
I'm always with that.
6 hours.
Yeah, I'm always with that.
Rent it for the max time.
I like that.
All 12 of us. You got food, drink,
like
and
that.
golf.
I like that. And just build.
Just build.
So if y'all are not familiar, we have a group of men of all ages, really, and you know, good guys, good fellas, whatever it is. Just a bunch of good individuals coming to the table, and not with the intent of, it's not like a BNI group where, I'm not sure if you're familiar with BNI, where it's just like, hey, this person just gives out referrals for this.
Oh yeah.
Nah, it's not like that. It's just, we just build.
I would say the essence of this is a traditional war room.
Oh, I like that.
It's a war room of men, right?
Yeah.
I think Tate mentioned it. You know, Andrew Tate has his own take on it and has been on it. But what a lot of people don't know, they're like, oh, you got that from Andrew Tate. A lot of high net worth individuals, men and women, have private chats, have private war rooms. And it's not even, like you said, every walk of life, age, men, female, you know, black, yellow, white, old, young, everything. You know what I mean? And it's not even about wealthy, not wealthy, money. It's literally everybody brings something of value to the table. And even in our war room, the good fellas, got you, got me. So that's two verticals right there. You got me with the tech. You have trained. I mean, I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but yeah.
Now we got everything. We got doctors,
you got law enforcement, you got
everything.
You got personalities, you got people that arguably they don't even bring, nothing
feet on the ground grinders, you know what I'm saying? We're just looking to support the movement, like everything.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's literally. And what's his name? Joey Diaz, the fat dude, fat white Italian dude that be with Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about somebody that came in.
I live by what he said. He was on the podcast. He was like, I don't need 30, 40 motherfuckers. Give me 3 badass dudes, we'll take over a country. And I literally live by that.
You know what's funny? You mentioned the war room. So that's something that Napoleon Hill, he studied Andrew Carnegie. Studied Henry Ford, studied all the Thomas Edison, all these people.
All greats.
And he said that all these people relied on mastermind groups. And he would use the example that what a horse can pull on their own in a wagon, let's say it's 10x, whatever it is. Let's say one horse can pull 10x on his own, then another horse can pull 10x on their own. When those horses combined, it's not 10x plus 10x equals 20x. They're able to now pull at 30x. You know what I mean? Like it's more than 100%. They would each do on their own combined. And that's what happens with a mastermind. He was saying how I think he said the ideal number, this is just his study, was I believe 12 or 13, I want to say. Something like that. But he was just saying how you can have it with 2 people, with 3 people, and that when you combine with the same mentality, or even don't have the same mentality, but the same purpose, you got the same drive, all these different things. That's compounding. You know what I'm saying? That's not we're not talking about addition. Like that's where the math ain't mathing. It's exponentially greater than what we would typically see it as. And that's the power of a mastermind group.
For sure. And it's just, and it falls back on the individual, right? Because it's all about the compound, like you're saying, the little steps every day. But yeah, man, even like I got finance bro, you know what I'm saying? Not finance bros like that, like you know what I'm saying? But bros that's in finance, and literally we were talking last night and this morning. We were exchanging some messages. And we were just talking about the reps. It's all about the reps. It's not even about, I mean, man, this is one of my bros. I think he trades all night, all day and all night. And my man, like me and him talking about starting a hedge fund. Like I think we had told you.
You should, bro.
About that. And he got a dude in Dubai that trades. He trades and he manages funds. And then he has dudes under him who manage for other funds, but they're all under him. And even like we were on a FaceTime a couple of days ago. Just the little reps, the little things you build on every day. So like you're saying, it doesn't need to be 10 times 10 times 10. It could just be 1 + 1. Now you got 2. All right. But it's better than 1 + 7, not doing anything for 7 days, then plus another 7 versus, was it the hare and the tortoise? Little steps versus just that one burst of speed and just burn it out.
Because one's building off consistency.
Oh yeah.
The other's just random spurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that.
And it was even as a group, if you can when you fall back as a man, I can't attribute to female traits and habits and correlations, because obviously they have different habits, but I feel like as an alpha as well, you are your habits and your rituals. You are your habits and your rituals.
So now,
and the type of person you are when you're tired and you fall back into your habits, that's the person that I want to see.
I'm gonna let you finish it off for today. And hold on, I'm gonna tell you. So remember I said that there was a quote that I saw on this dude who I follow, who I met, worked out with down in Miami, 68-year-old guy.
Okay.
Named David. This dude, he could do a front lever at 68, and
I think you were telling me about this. Okay.
I'm over here like he sees me. I'm training to do one. Not yet. I just never, you know what I mean? I just never even tried that.
Yeah.
And I'm going on his Instagram page. I didn't even realize that he was following me. I felt bad because like, dude is legit. Like,
dang,
so I followed him right back. Followed him right back.
Follow him back, bro. That's crazy.
You know what his bio says? We live in the residue of yesterday's choices. And that's what his Instagram name is. I didn't even realize it. It's residue _ yesterday's choices.
That's a long name. But
and that's why I didn't put two together. Name. But that's more so for the bio. But I'm just like, yo, we live in the residue of yesterday's choices. So 100%. I'm gonna leave that there. You kind of were already touching on the topic. Yeah. Maybe you could wrap us up. Maybe I may add something in there a little bit. But
you gotta add to it.
All right. Well, you kind of speak on that because I always want to leave people off with a positive mindset, feeling good about things, a powerful mindset. Not only powerful, not only positive, but powerful because, you know, we all have, what are we talking about? We live in our small decisions, our habits, all these different things, what we do on a consistent basis, the small steps, not the big, you know, gains here and there. Yeah. So all I hear is that it's in our control. Yeah. We control our destiny. So you speak on it and then I'll wrap it up.
I guess just in terms of controlling your own destiny, just again, if I could say one thing, it's the small reps day in and day out that you think don't matter, but that actually attribute to the whole success, the name of the game. I mean, in football, for example, it's not, you know, I know you heard this a million times because I heard it a million times. I only played high school. It's not what you do in front of coach. It's the work you're putting in behind the scenes, the film you're watching behind the scenes, the practice. Are you hitting the gym when coach ain't there? Are you putting in the reps? And I feel like that's such an attributable trait.
Who are you when nobody's looking?
Exactly. Who are, you know what I mean?
Because ultimately that's who you are.
Because when you look in the mirror and you like who that person is, I guarantee you'll see success every single time. Because if you're doing the right thing day in and day out, there's literally no, mathematically, you can't fail. Like technically, yes, what you're trying for, can it not happen at the time you're waiting for it to happen? For sure, that's the name of the game. But ultimately, will you reach what you're trying to reach? For sure, because even mathematically, all right, the number didn't add up. Okay, we're going to try again. Okay, we're going to try again. We're adding one. And then finally, we're going to hit 100 eventually. Might not be as fast as we like, but you'll never miss. You'll never miss.
Yeah. And to add on to that, I think that we can best do that when we're thinking about the now. Yeah. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in the future. We get caught up in, well, I'm not here. I'm not where I want to be because of all these things in the past. If we take advantage of the opportunity and always focus on where we are right now, what can I do right now to improve myself or get myself that much closer? So tomorrow, when at this same time, I'm further along than I was now. Also with the same mindset of now that I'm further along, okay, what can I do to kind of get to that next step? And it's those small steps that you're talking about. It's those small KPIs, those key performance indicators that are just serving as like a roadmap to our end destination as we strive to live in our purpose. And my buddy, I'm not gonna say no names, he really went through most of life not having a girlfriend. You know, was just dealing with girls, never really had anything too serious. And him adjusting his mindset, being 100% real with himself so that he could be 100% real with his significant other. He said, like, listen, man, I've never been this is my past. I don't know how I'm going to respond in certain situations because I've never been in this type of situation. But what I can tell you is that I'm enjoying right now. And that if you're willing to enjoy this right now, and it wasn't like something that we tell girls just to, you know what I mean? Like, yo, just we're in the moment right now, baby. Don't even trip. We'll deal with this tomorrow. It wasn't like that. It was more so like, you know what? I'm cool with that. He said they moved in together. Yeah. And for me, it was like, yo, he would have never opened up to even exploring that option if both of them weren't on that page and if he wasn't comfortable enough to express what he was feeling and thinking at that time, share it with her. But the main takeaway for both is that it's in the moment. They're thinking in the moment. They're thinking right now. And when you always think about right now and how you can improve the moment, then you don't have to worry about things. You know what I mean? Like if I'm focusing on going back to football, practicing right now, then when the game actually comes, I don't have to be as nervous or anxious.
Sure.
Like, I was already in I'm in the moment now. It's game time.
Yeah.
So
and I feel like I don't know, two things come to mind when you say that real quick.
Go ahead.
So one is all about, I think, again, football, because we both play ball. So is that analogy that falling in love with the process. You gotta do what you like or do what you love to the point where you love the process. Like the process of hustle, I love it. I love it. No matter, it could be tech, it could be real estate, it could be a couple other ventures I'm working on. I love the process of figuring it out. I don't like certain things, but I know I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to that point, I feel like when I'm in that, I'm my most authentic self, and I'm naturally, I feel that I'm a trustworthy, honest person, and I can stay that way. I don't have to bend to the corporate ladder. I don't have to lie. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do the traits I don't have to be those traits I don't like.
You're comfortable being yourself.
100%. So kind of to segue to the second point was in being your authentic self and trusting yourself. You might know this. I don't know if you know this. So Navy SEALs, the selection process, very rigorous, right? I don't know if you know about this.
I'm not familiar. Only thing I know about David Goggins.
David Goggins.
I'm about to say
that dude.
I don't know if that's the same thing, but yeah.
So he was a SEAL from my understanding. And not that I have any military experience, but I when I was younger, man, I always wanted to be a SEAL.
Why not?
Those
are the guys that
the most badass. They're experts at being badasses. You know what I'm saying? I'm an expert at different field now, but when who doesn't want to be them? It's funny because same guy, Simon Sinek, got it off one of his lectures. That dude be spitting gems.
I like Simon.
He was saying, they have to go through buds, the pool, the weights, and everything, all of that, right? That isn't ultimately how they decide who's gonna make it. And I never knew this up until when I read the book. I think it was a year ago. People that are their most authentic self and trustworthy, they will pick that guy over the guy that can pass the physical test every time. And I feel like
I just need to be able to trust you.
100%.
I need to know.
And I feel like when you're your most authentic self, you're being trustworthy. You're being natural. You're not gonna lie. And these are the elite fighting force of the world. And they're saying the guy that can bench 500 and can shoot and this and that and that at the top marks. I mean, obviously they're not gonna get somebody that can't shoot pretty good. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they're like, we can train all that. We can coach you to do that. If you're not authentic and true, we can't trust you. We're not gonna trust you in war. Yeah. So you gotta go.
Yeah. And it's tough for a lot of people to be authentic. Especially it could be a real nerve-wracking experience when you only know, let's say you only know successful people that have done it one particular way. That they, yes, boss, yes, but you know what I mean? Like more so like that. They're just
100%.
They're just doing what they need to do in 100%. Order to appeal to their managers and whatever. That's all they know.
100%.
It can be very hard to even think that being your genuine self, that you bring a certain value. Yeah. And a lot of times it's like, that value, maybe like, oh, we didn't know that you had this in you.
We didn't even know you had the skill. So I feel like that kind of ties it all to just trust the process.
Yeah. Trust the process, be yourself. And be honest with yourself, because if yourself right now, as presently constructed, is not something that or you're not in a position where you think you can add value, then improve on yourself. On yourself. And when you're real with where you are right now, at least for me, when I'm real with where I am right now, and then I'm like, okay, I'm here right now. Now it allows me to appreciate certain strides that I'm making, small, as small as they may be, certain improvements that I'm making. So that way I can kind of use that kind of the snowball effect and build on it. So I think that's the good word today. So what we got? We got be yourself. Authentic versions of yourself.
And be
trustworthy. Always look to improve on yourself.
Yeah.
Always look to improve on yourself, and understanding the power that we possess, that we are, what did you say? We are the sum of our habits.
Our habits and our rituals. We are our habits and our rituals.
We are our habits and our rituals. I'll share with y'all what the dude said, what my man Dave said. We live in the residue of yesterday's choices. Everything's a choice. Life is choices.
Life is 100%.
Life is choices. So the good thing about that is, now some people may see it as a bad thing. It's all on us. The good thing is it's all on us. All right. So that's it for me, man. You wrap it up, bro. You wrap it up.
I mean, we could just wrap it up with that. Like I know cats that they live today putting out yesterday's fires. And I know cats that live today planning tomorrow's dreams. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on what you make it.
Yeah. With that, we'll see y'all soon. We may pop up on. I was gonna say next week, but you never know. Yo, with the new studio, matter of fact, you will see us before next week.
Yeah, I can drink some wine.
Now it's live shows, man. We're gonna get right. How long? When does Ramadan finish up?
Like another week and a half.
All right, so we'll be on soon. But yeah, with that, y'all already know what it is. Appreciate y'all support. Onward and upward. Y'all know what we're here to do. Elevate on purpose, both from an intentional standpoint, as well as giving our communities, our village, our tribes, what they need to elevate in various areas of their lives. And to do that, we need to make sure that we're on point feeding ourselves. All right. That's the message. So with that, trying to think, I think I got that. We're going to get to that big bag. This is what I always finish up with. We're going to get to that big bag, whatever it is, health, wellness, prosperity, wealth. I better throw that bread in there too. But most importantly, at least I think from my perspective, we're going to live in that purposeful abundance. So we'll catch y'all soon. On that note, ew.